Hello, hello friends. My name is Minu Campbell. I live in Toronto, Canada, and I'm here to read the book about Tao Science, which is this book here that you can see. Let me see if you can see it good. Yeah, Tao Science is the name is the science, wisdom, and practice of creation and the grand unification. And I'm gonna start reading it. There is no rush. Uh, I was, I'm trying to read it as best as I can so you can follow me. And then, of course, now is the introduction for the perhaps the first or the second day, and then we will get into a practice. This book, I would tell you, is written by Dr. and Master Zhi Gang Sha and Dr. Ruling Shu. She's a quantum physicist, and they both co-create this book. And that actually the subtitle, the tag says, "Our spiritual laws are physical laws. Can we explain soul and consciousness scientifically? What is the missing link to unify spirituality and science?" So, what Master Sha says in spirituality, she proves it in science, in physics, quantum physics. So this is I'm gonna read from the sleep side of it to get to know, for you to be more clarified about what we are gonna read in this book. It's a kind of uh, short. The holy grail of science is the grand unification theory, a theory of everything that completely explains our reality. Albert Einstein and many other renowned scientists have sought this theory to explain all fundamental particles and forces in the universe, how they were created, how they interact, and what their destiny is. However, no one has yet succeeded. Why? Spiritual wisdom and scientific wisdom have not had a common language. Can we explain a spiritual principle scientifically and mathematically? Could it be that the spiritual insight and other ancient wisdoms are needed for complete understanding? In this groundbreaking book, a renowned spiritual teacher and master, Dr. And Master Zhi Gang Sha, collaborates with quantum physicist and string theorist Dr. Ruling Shu to introduce Tao Science. Tao is the source of everything and everyone. Tao Science is the science of the source and creation. It is science that tells us what everyone and everything are made of, how everyone and everything are created, how everyone and everything interact, and much more. The science is a science of grand unification. It unifies science with spirituality at the most fundamental level. It unifies everyone, everything, and every aspect of our lives. This book will be eye-opening and mind-expanding for those who are interested in the science and those who are interested in the spirit. This book will benefit anyone who's willing to use the power of a spirit, the power of science, the power of love, the power of the universe, and the power of yourself to transform your life and the lives of others. This book will benefit anyone who longs to live in a complete love, peace, and harmony, and in alignment with the universal laws and principles revealed in this book. Step into the universe of Tao Science. Tao Science is more than theory, is a practice, is the way of life. You will never step back. Now I'm gonna read a little bit about who Master Sha is and who Dr. Ruling is. It's best to know the authors. Dr. and Master Zhi Gang Sha is a spiritual master, Tao Grandmaster, world-renowned healer, humanitarian, and creator of Tao calligraphy. He is the founder of Soul Mind Body Medicine and an 11 times New York Times best-selling author, an MD in China and a doctor of traditional Chinese medicine in China and Canada. Master Sha is a grand master of many ancient disciplines, including Tai Chi, Qigong, Feng Shui, and the I Ching. Master Sha was named Qigong Master of the Year at the 5th World Congress on Qigong. In 2006, he was honored with the prestigious Martin Luther King Jr. Commemorative Commission Award for his humanitarian effort. In 2016, Master Sha receives a rare and prestigious appointment as the Shu Jiang National Chinese Calligraphy Master, the highest title a Chinese calligrapher can receive. Bridging science and spirituality through science is a major step towards accomplishing his mission to bring love, peace, harmony to humanity and Mother Earth. That's about Master Sha. And Dr. Ruling Shu is a quantum physicist, string theory PhD, 1994, University of California at Berkeley. Tao Science is a culmination of her more than 20 years work on grand unification theory. Co-founder with Dr. Master Sha of the Soul Mind Body Science System, Soul Mind Body Science System, and Tao Science. This is the previous book that they both wrote together, Soul Mind Body Science System, Grand Unification Theory and a Practice for Healing, Rejuvenation, Longevity, and immortality. And of course, this is the second book, the Tao Science. Um, Dr. Shu works at the forefront of this new groundbreaking science that helps unify science and spirituality at the most fundamental level. She's also an entrepreneur, herbalist, healer, singer, and author. As a student of Dr. Sha, Dr. Shu devotes her life to seeking and spreading ultimate truth. Okay, and now I'm gonna read about the introduction. It's quite a few pages, but I guess we need to know a little bit more. Our journey to the science. I'm sorry. Our journey to the science is the meeting of two souls that followed completely different life paths. Dr. and Master Zhi Gang Sha followed the path of service to serve all humanity. The path of the service is the highest spiritual practice. Through Dr. and Master Sha, tireless and selfless service with his whole heart, the Creator has bestowed upon Master Sha the deep wisdom, profound knowledge, effective practices, and miraculous power to help humanity to evolve to a higher level. This wisdom, knowledge, and practices are simple and powerful. They have healed, transformed, and uplifted the lives of millions of people, including me. Master Sha has also been teaching and leading thousands of students on the journey to reach Tao. Tao is the ultimate source. To reach Tao is to reach the state of complete freedom, love, power, bliss, and enlightenment, including moving toward immortality. On this journey, a student named Dr. Ruling Shu appeared, a quantum physicist and a string theorist. Dr. Shu was touched and inspired by Master Sha's teaching, wisdom, knowledge, and practices, and especially by his selfless, tireless service to humanity. She was empowered by Master Sha's teaching, healing, and blessing to help integrate Tao wisdom into science. Together, they have created Tao Science and are honored to introduce it in this book. Dr. Shu's experience working on Tao Science illustrates what is possible for everyone when one applies the wisdom and the practice of Tao, the ultimate source. She is delighted to share her journey with you. Dr. Ruling Shu's journey. I grew up in Xi'an, one of the oldest and greatest cities in China, and now the capital of Shaanxi province. Many people know this city by the life-size terracotta army from the first emperor of China's tomb. As a child, I showed some talent in mathematics and science. After I graduated from high school, I was recruited to the University of Science and Technology of China, or in for short USTC, in Hefei, Anhui province. At this time, USTC was the leading university in China for science and technology. It's one of the top 9 universities in China. All USTC's students are at the top of their high school classes. The academy, the academic atmosphere of USTC was quite competitive. USTC was the training ground for the Chinese Academy of Science, the top scientific research institute in China. In my first year of college, a friend gave me a small booklet called Physics and Simplicity by the American quantum physicist John Wheeler. This small book completely changed my life. John Wheeler was the last living physicist who worked with both Nobel laureate Albert Einstein, the founder of relativity theory, and Niels Bohr, one of the important founders of quantum physics. For many years, Wheeler and his students worked on reconciling quantum physics with relativity in order to build a unified physics theory that includes both. Wheeler is also known for popularizing the term black hole, for coining the term neutron moderator and quantum foam, wormhole, and it from bit, for hypothesizing the one electron universe. John Wheeler had given a series of lectures at the USTC a couple of years before I matriculated in 1982. His small book, Physics and Simplicity, was a complete was a compilation of those lectures. One of uh, one of one of the ideas presented in the book inspired me deeply. The idea is to develop one theory to explain and understand everyone and everything. This idea is the dream of some people. Many scientists call it grand unification or unified theory, for short GUT. In physics, GUT is to use one mathematical formula to account for everything in the cosmos. It is the holy grail of modern physics. The outstanding physicists who had worked on this problem include Isaac Newton and Albert Einstein. At the age of 18, without telling anyone, I knew deep within myself that developing GUT is one of my tasks in this lifetime. I have no choice but to accomplish this task. John Weller's book also inspired my interest in quantum physics and relativity theory. In fact, I became completely obsessed with them. I ignored my classes, spending most of my time reading papers and books by the founders of quantum physics. A friend gave me a book of complete collection of Einstein's scientific papers. I read the book several times. I also started to read philosophy, even psychology books. Intuitively, I knew that a complete understanding of quantum physics had to include our consciousness and a deeper understanding of our every of very existence. However, the more books I read, the more confused I became. I was not alone in my confusion in trying to understand quantum physics. One of my favorite quantum physics Nobel laureate, Richard Feynman, once said, I think I can safely say that nobody understands quantum mechanics. Another Nobel laureate in physics, Stephen Weinberg, candidly admitted there is now, in my opinion, no entirely satisfactory interpretation of quantum mechanics. I spent many of my college days reading Feynman's lecture on physics. However, I did not have the good fortune to meet Professor Feynman. When I entered the University of California at Berkeley for graduate studies in 1989, he had already passed away on February 15th, 1888, due to two rare forms of cancer. I did get a chance to meet Stephen Weinberg. He attended my seminar at the Theory Group of Physicists department at the University of Texas in 1995, and they made some comments about my research on string phenomenology and grand unification theory. Stephen Weinberg contributed seminal work on the unification of weak and electromagnetic interaction and predicted the existence of Higgs boson, particularly known as a God particle. The appearance of these particles provides a way to explain how other particles get their masses. Frustrated with not being able to reach good understanding of quantum physics, I turned my focus to solving mathematical problems in physics. Like many physicists, my graduate research at Berkeley was to study string theory as GUT. String theory is a branch of quantum physics that studies how the movement of a string could create all of the particles and the forces found in the nature. In 1994, I received my PhD in physics with relative ease. My dissertation was entitled Grand Unification Theory and String Theory. I then continued my research on GUT at the Houston Advanced Research Center. But no matter how hard I tried, I could not make the progress I really wanted on GUT. I was not alone in this blockage either. Many more brilliant theoretical physicists I have had the same experience. Steve Weinberg expressed the situation well. The more the universe seems comprehensible, the more it seems pointless. In 1996, in an effort to help a friend with a business in China, I found myself starting to do business. As a result, I completely forgot about my dream to find GUT until I met Master Sha in 2009, some 13 years after I stopped my academic pursuit. In 2003, I moved to Hawaii to set up a factory for my new business. The deep spiritual tradition in Hawaii opened me to miraculous spiritual realm. During a spiritual celebration, I had a profound encounter with the divine. The divine had me experience and realize the most profound secret about divine love. Everyone and everything in the world is the divine's love. There is only love. Love is the only truth. Love is the only existence. The experience of divine love changed my life completely. My life became bliss and a stream of miracles. Almost every thought I had seemed to manifest almost instantly. I was also led to meet my spiritual teacher, Dr. and Master Sha. On September 9, 2009, I was urged by a female kahuna to attend a workshop given by Master Sha in my neighborhood on the Big Island of Hawaii. A kahuna is a revered medium and a priest in Hawaii who can receive messages from the spiritual realm in order to help with human affairs. In the past, high-level kahunas have been trusted counselors for kings and queens on their most important decisions. Master Sha impressed me right from the beginning. He started the workshop without knowing what he was going to talk about. He checked and told us he received the message that he should tell us Tao that day. Learning about Tao has been one of my passions. In college, I already sensed that Tao could provide the key to God. When I came to the United States for my graduate study, I brought with me many books about Tao. I read them almost daily. However, I never could figure out how to apply the wisdom to God grand unification theory. The way Master Sha taught Da amazed me. I never heard such a profound knowledge explained in such a simple and clear language. Master Sha's healing power was already stunning. If I had not witnessed it firsthand, I would not have believed it. But what really touched my heart was his complete commitment to serve others and humanity. After the workshop, as Master Sha signed his book for me, I told him I wanted to become his student. Little did I know at that moment that Master Sha's wisdom, knowledge, and the healing work could hold the key to unlock GUT. Becoming his student is one of the most important steps I have taken on my journey towards finding a satisfactory solution to GUT. After that fateful day, I started to attend almost every one of Master Sha's workshop to learn about the soul healing, and Tao. One of the spiritual abilities Master Sha trains his students to develop to open their spiritual communication channels to receive messages, images, sounds, words, and other informations from the cosmos. These spiritual channels include the soul language channel, the direct soul communication channel, the third eye channel, and the direct knowing channel. Master Sha's ability to receive information is quite astonishing. His teaching and books all come from flow, meaning he connects with the source and lets the information flow through his speech. During some workshops, he had a flow part of this book. It is extraordinary to witness. Heaven literally opens up, showering treasures, nectars, jewels, pearls, and all kind of wisdom on us. To be in his presence is beyond words. Master Sha mentioned quite a few times in his workshop that quantum physics is the physics about the soul. I would just sit there and try to understand this statement. Finally, in one of these workshops, I had the aha moment. I suddenly realized this is possible. It is possible to use quantum physics to mathematically describe soul. Soul is not as mysterious and beyond this physical world as most of us normally think. It can be defined as a physical quantity, similar to mass, weight, force, and charge. I told Master Sha about this realization. He saw its significance immediately, and so we initiated the creation of soul mind body system science system, which in turn paved the way to Tao Science. The process of creating the soul mind body science system and Tao Science had been a beautiful journey. It would have taken another book or two to lead you through this spectacular cosmetic pilgrimage. I will just mention a few points here. First, Master Sha spiritually created Soul Mind Body Science System Committee and Tao Science Committee. Together, these committees include 111 known and unknown saints and scientists in heaven and historically on Mother Earth. Second, Master Sha spiritually removed all kinds of blockages that had prevented such a science from being established. This process, I'm sorry for my voice, this process included karma cleansing for science and for me. We will speak much more about karma in this book, particularly in chapter 10. Third, Master Sha transmitted the wisdom, knowledge, and practical techniques of the soul mind body science system and the science in a spiritual form to himself and to me. Fourth, Master Sha wrote one stroke EBZ Dao calligraphy with the phrase Soul Mind Body Science System and Dao Science in Chinese. He transmitted billions of saint animals from the Dao realm to these calligraphies. We will share more about the power and significance of the calligraphy in chapter 9. This spiritual work had been essential for creating soul mind body system and the science. Every day I meditate in front of calligraphies and I ask divine Tao soul mind body science committee, the science committee, saints and saints animals to guide me in our creation of soul mind body science system and the science. Lao Tzu, the Buddha, Mayan saints, Richard Feynman, Isaac Newton, Albert Einstein, and many others have appeared to us in a spiritual form to help us. Without their help and assistance, we would never have been able to receive such a beautiful, powerful scientific framework to unify physical, spiritual, and conscious existence as one. Without their help, we could not have been able to see the mathematical expression of the science and write this book. We are so grateful for all the help we have received for creating soul mind body science system and the science. One day in January 2013, as I was talking to Master Sha about my dream of coming up with solution to grand unification theory, Master Sha closed his eyes. This is the way he usually connects with the ultimate source. When he opened his eyes, he picked up a pen and wrote a formula: S plus E plus M equals 1. He said, this is a grand unification formula. I looked at the formula, astonished at its simplicity but totally lacking comprehension. I asked Master Sha what are S, E, and M in this formula. He told me S is Shen, which includes soul, heart, and mind. E is energy, M is matter. The number 1 represents grand unified field. This formula contains everyone and everything. It contains all wisdom and practices. It contains all laws and principles. It contains all healing and rejuvenation. It contains transformation for every aspect of life. For the last several years, I have been trying to understand this formula fully. At times, I feel I have started to really understand it. There are even moments when I think I have come to a complete comprehension. But the next moment or the next day, I realize I know almost nothing about it. I'm so humbled by and grateful for this receiving process. Truly, Tao Science, the grand unification theory we have received from Divine and Tao, is more powerful, beautiful, profound, satisfied than anything I could have ever imagined or dreamed. This science, wisdom, knowledge, and practice are given to humanity now because they are urgently needed to save humanity and Mother Earth. On August 6, 2014, I was on the phone with Master Sha and Master Sha's assistant, Master Cynthia, doing the final reading through the second book of this series, Soul, Mind, Body System, Grand Unified Unification Theory and Practice for Healing, Rejuvenation, Longevity, and Immortality. Sitting on the balcony of my oceanfront home on the big island of Hawaii, I noticed and then made the comment that the ocean waves were getting unusually close to my home, to my house, less than 30 feet away. Through their third eyes, both Master Sha and Cynthia saw a spiritual image that my house would be swept away by the ocean waves. They urged me to leave the house immediately with only most necessary belongings. I took Master Sha's doctography scroll down from the wall and gathered some clothes and my laptop, called my 2 dogs over to get into the car, but the ocean wave had already blocked the road from the garage. It was not safe to drive. I walked out of my property with 2 dogs. I stayed one night at my friend's home with the heavy storm howling. The next day, in calmer weather, my friend drove me to what had been my home. We were shocked to discover my house was only house in all the Hawaii island that had been completely devastated by the storm. Waves had rushed in and knocked down the whole house. The entire roof lay on the ground, and most of my belongings washed away. My car, refrigerator, washing machine were washed 100 yards away. Finally, to be stuck between coconut trees. Walking around my property with my friends, I was so shocked by the force of nature that I could not talk, think, or do anything. Finally, sitting in the back of the car as we drove away, I cried. I cried. I did not cry for the loss of my home and belongings. I had often thought about tearing down the house and building my new dream home in its place. Now the divine did the job for me. I cried because I actually knew that these disasters was the divine's highest love for me. It was the divine's urgently calling me to get out to spread divine love, the soul, mind, body, science system, and Tao Science. Let me check. I have four more. Yeah, four more pages, which I think I will continue reading it. I received a message from Divine before. Once during meditation, the Divine revealed to me the horrendous disasters coming to humanity. The Divine told me, if you don't take action, this is what will happen to humanity and Mother Earth. At that moment, I was shocked. I did not know I could matter that much. Seeing what happened to my house, I finally realized the seriousness of message and how urgent it was in the Divine's heart. And also I was moved to tears. I could hear Divine loving voice softly speaking to me. My beloved daughter, ruling, it's time for you to step up to be my messenger, to awaken humanity to my love. It's time for you to awaken humanity to their souls, to the infinite potential within each human being. It is time for you to travel and spread the wisdom, knowledge, and practice of divine love, the soul, mind, body, science system, and the Tao Science, that so that humanity can be uplifted to a higher level. In the divine's love and the urging, I started a new chapter of my life. My life has transformed greatly. In May 2015, I was appointed by Master Sha to become one of his disciples and worldwide representative, and as a divine channel. It's truly the highest honor in my lifetime. The upliftment I felt this appointment is beyond any words or comprehension. This greatest upliftment comes with the greatest ability as well as the greatest responsibility and purification. I realize that every word that I speak, every thought that I think, every sight that I see, every sound I hear, every feeling I have, every movement I make, every flavor I taste, every fragrance I smell holds significance not only for myself but also for humanity, for Mother Earth, for countless souls in the whole universe and all universes, to help me grow further. Master Sha also gave me a serious teaching that how my ego could block me from growing and receiving the purest message from the divine. He wrote the Tao Krigafi, Tao Qianbei, Tao Humility to help me remove my ego. I flew back to Hawaii and stayed on my property for a few weeks to purify myself. I received the divine message that this period of purification was also for receiving a physics paper. My home at that moment consists of a little shack my friends put up for me. I had no running water, no working toilet, no electricity. Rats and ants consider this their official home for now, for a good reason. This was truly the best place for me to purify and connect with the divine. My friends had put a great love into putting the place together. To my greatest astonishment, John Weller's little book, Physics and Simplicity, mysteriously and miraculously sat at the bookshelf when I came to the United States. This was one of the few Western books I brought with me from China. When I moved to Hawaii, I had already stopped doing physics academically. This was the only physics book I took to Hawaii. I had thousands of books in my library in Hawaii beach home. At that moment, on the broken shelf stood only 5 surviving books, including Physics and Simplicity and the Lao Tzu Dao Jing. I hadn't read Physics and Simplicity for more than 20 years. The mysterious appearance of the book reminded me of the significant role John Weller played in my life. I looked deeper into his work. I was astonished to find John Weller's It from Bed summarized half of the basic principle of the Tao Science. I want to express my greatest gratitude to John Weller for his inspiration and contribution to my life and to physics. I hope this book and my work with Master Sha can help show my deepest gratitude, appreciation, and acknowledgement of these important physicists. The beautiful Hawaiian ocean, mountains, plants, animals, God, goddess are among the most nourishing and loving in the world. The purification and the bliss I felt in my soul, heart, mind, body were beyond words. An original physics paper flew out of me like an intoxicating and accelerating hot spring water in 2 days. The paper is about how to derive formula to describe our universe and how to calculate the dark energy, dark matter, and the vacuum energy, which is called cosmological constant. From this formula, to calculate the cosmological constant from fundamental physics theory have been one of the most challenging and important problems in theoretical physics. The solution presented in this paper is surprisingly simple but powerful. I was astonished by beauty and simplicity of the paper. One night the idea came to me to present this paper at a physics conference. Searching the internet, I found a fourth international conference on new frontiers in physics. Truly, this would be the right place to present. Unfortunately, the application deadline had been uh, uh, passed. However, feeling I had nothing to lose, I emailed an abstract of the paper to organizer, and to my greatest amazement, I saw my phone an email invitation to attend and present at the conference. On August 25th, 2015, I flew to Crete to present our physics research. My intention was to show the physics community uh, the Tao Science could have solved some challenging problem in the string theory and got considering I have two more pages to read, considering that most physicists are not ready to hear about the spiritual aspect of our work. I decided not to mention the spirituality, soul, heart, mind, body, science system at all, but I spelled out the secret when I attendee asked me at the end of my presentation what other results we could obtain from our paper approach. I said that this work is a part of a larger project that intended to bring science and spirituality together. After my presentation, the next presenter spoke about the Albert Einstein work. During this session, Einstein appeared to me in spiritual form. He was full of sorrow. I realized that divine sent Einstein to deliver a message to me about the social responsibility of theoretical physicists. As soon as we had the break, I told one of the organizers of the conference about our work on how to integrate science and spirituality as one of the fundamental level. The organizer of the conference also considered this to be an important subject. They asked me to email them abstract of our work the next day. To my greatest delight, they told me they had found a time slot to present soul, mind, body, science system at their conference. I could hear Divine talking to me, telling me what I need to say. I wrote down these words and tried to memorize them for my presentation. The following is the part of the message I had written down and delivered at the conference. I'm grateful to the organizer of this conference to give me the opportunity to share our research about unified science and spirituality. In recent years, this subject of unified science and spirituality has been getting more and more public attention. I believe it's extremely important task for physicists at this moment, since the scientific revolution that consummated in Newton's three laws, physical science and spirituality have become separated. This separation had caused great disharmony within ourselves, in our lives, in our society, in humanity, in our world. I believe this separation of science and spirituality is one of the major calls for escalation, environmental, financial, social, spiritual, emotional, mental, physical challenges facing humanity. I believe that as physicists, we carry a major responsibility right now to bring physical science and spirituality back together. This is crucial to help humanity to pass through the upcoming difficult times. On October 19, 2015, I gave a presentation at the Parliament of the World's Religion. This is one of the largest interfaith movement gathering in the world, with nearly 10,000 attendees from more than 80 religions and 50 nations. On this occasion, we once again called for unification of science and spirituality. The unification of science and spirituality is urgently needed. It will help save humanity from more suffering. It will take both science and spirituality to new heights. Our dream is that science and spirituality can join as one to enrich each other and uplift each other. No more than ever, we need the grand unification theory and practice, not only to unify fundamental physical force, but also to unify our soul, heart, mind, and body, to unify science with love and spirituality, to unify humanity with nature. We are living with, we can live harmoniously with ourselves, each other, and our environment. More importantly, now is the time to transcend our human limitation, to connect and uplift each individual and humanity to the divine, to our highest human potential and life purpose, with more love, peace, harmony, joy, health, wisdom, beauty, abundance, and enlightenment in our lives. It was written by Dr. Shu, Ruling Shu, January 5th, 2017. So I know that I'm over by 3 minutes, but I want you think about what you like to manifest. We all have this ability, and these are the practices in this book that we are going through to learn how to manifest the things that we like to have. Doesn't matter how small or how big our dream is, it really doesn't matter. Just we need to practice, we need to practice. And this is for now. Thank you for being here, for listening, and see you next week. Bye.